you use a software. So this software is Quickbook. It can be either other softwares, which is all the same. All the same. So what is more important here is not the software. What is more important is you understand the accounting, basic accounting, debit and credit. You understand what is an asset. You understand what is a liability. That's what this system does. It doesn't require a lot of knowledge on account, but just the basic account. Because when someone in amefanya sales and marketing, they can run to this QuickBook. But now, when it comes to reporting, that person cannot report because he or she will not be able to explain what is contained in that report. So you don't know now. Another student ataingia saa ngapi, but can start. So this is a software like other softwares, and the first thing you do is you have to create an account or a company file. So if you are opening the QuickBook for the first time for that company, then you have to open a new company file. But if you are working for a company which they have already have that system and the system has been in place, then you get a list of the accounts like this one. You can see we have around several accounts, and then you can easily tell that based on the file size, you can see we have 12 MBs, 13 MBs, 12 MBs. So it tells you that they have data. They have data. So if there were no data, then you have no MBs. So that's how you, then if you want to remove any of this file, you just click edit the list. So if you click edit the list, the file will automatically move. So those are the some of the information that you really need to know, because most of the time I find people complaining, I've lost my QuickBook file, I didn't sikuwa na backup. So umepata mtu amekuja hapa click edit the list, that file can disappear na hakuwa na backup. You should know click hapo what will happen. So let's create an account file. We'll use NTC, the college, as a company. We'll use that name. You just click the create file. So you will get this pop-up window which say, let's get your business set up quickly. Click express. Then here now you put the name. So maybe we can say NTC College. That is the name of our company. And then the industry, this one, if you click help me to choose, then you can have a variety of industry here. We have accounting, bookkeeping, agricultural, manufacturing, education, consultancy, transport, but it's all the same. So we can say others from none. Then we click OK, so that we don't get a lot of chart of account. Then it will be created automatically based on the nature of the company. So you can say none or other. Then the company, the nature of the company here. So the nature of the company is a liability. Then the VAT here, there is no red star. So it is not necessary you put that one, you just click continue. Then for the purpose of, remember, when you are in business, you must issue an invoice or a delivery note. So you must put the address here so that whenever you print that invoice, you can be able to see the address of the company. Be able to see the address of the company. And then if you put on this code, if you put here, you will not find it in the invoice. So make sure that the address you capture here hapo juu kwa address, but ukiweka hapa chini hazitaapia. Then the country you change Kenya for the purpose of currency. For the purpose of currency, then you click create company file. So that is the first process. That is the first process of creating the company file. Let's wait for a minute. Okay, so the file is already here. The file is already here. Now, look at the up there. It is a NTC college. So that is the file of the company. So that is the file of the company. And QuickBook, it can have more than 50 files. It can have more than 50 files. So if you are running a consultancy company, which you offer the bookkeeping service, then you don't need to install a lot of software. You just need one. But to open the separate company file. So I think the software disappear. I will still open it again. In that case, what do we call you?
Yes.
In that case, huyo mtu mwenye analeta invoice yenye unamdai anawadai unaitaje?
Huyo ni creditor.
Yeah?
Ni creditor.
A creditor.
Yeah, ama ni supplier.
Yes. So is a creditor or a supplier?
Yeah.
Or a supplier. So that's why even in this QuickBook we have the suppliers and we have the suppliers.
Yeah.
You must understand, you must differentiate between the supplier and the customer so that whenever you are clicking anywhere, you know what you are doing, so that you don't find yourself going to the customer tab and creating an invoice which is for supplier, so that you don't confuse yourself. So now in QuickBook, when we are we receive an invoice, yes, it is from a supplier, it is an invoice. But us here in the system, we will not raise as an invoice. We will not raise as an invoice. Instead, we will enter as a bill. We will enter as a bill under the supplier type. So that's where we enter the bills. That's where we enter the bills. And then now you are making sales as a company. You want to sell your product or service to a certain customer. So what I recommend, whether it is the cash sales or a credit sales, make sure that you use the invoice. So usitumie the sales receipt. So unapata watu wengine wanatumia sales receipt, which inapata you will not be able to manage those accounts. So make sure that anything in a dealer sales, we use the sales. So we create sales, create an invoice, which that one inaenda kwa sales. So lazima uelewe the circle of accounting. the circle of accounting. Like mtu akikuletea invoice, you may create an invoice. The next, what you do, you put that invoice, you create the invoice, and then you record as a sales. Then you receive the payment. If you receive the payment, you ask yourself, ukiangalia hapa imekuambia kuna estimate invoice na kuna receive a payment. So ukireceive payment, ukiwa hii type una receive payment, you have to ask yourself at least 3 questions. E-payment, it is in form of what? Is it cash, check, direct deposit, or a certificate? Ukiwa kwa side ya payment. So ukishajua ni type gani ya payment, either certificate, the cash, deposit, or TT transfer, and then imeenda kwa which account, that's why unapata the deposit record, deposit inakuja hapa. So you must, if you are in the field, you must understand the principles banks of a company. Utapata kuna main company which they normally use on a daily operation, withdraw, deposit, kufanya nini, kulipa nini. Then utapata there is another bank which is for loan. So una make sure that you list all the banks so that you receive payment, zinaenda wapi? Zinaenda kwa bank ama zinaenda kwa cash ama zinatumia kwa petty cash. So hiyo ndio circle ya sales circle. Then ukikuja purchases circle, you only receive kama wewe unapeana local purchase order, then most of the company they don't give that local purchase order. Then you need to use the estimate. Unatumia estimate as an LPO. Then tukishapeana LPO watakupea invoice, then kisha kupea invoice na deliver goods, then you enter the bill. After entering the bill, then you only pay that bill. You only pay the bill. So utalipa bill either na cash, check, ama any other kind of payment. So that's why unaona ziko zinafuatana, amekupea the arrows, enter bills, then pay bills. And that is the main activities yenye inafanyika kwa Quickbook. Other adjustments sasa inakuja sasa, are you accountant? Because hizi zingine everyone can enter, everyone can raise sales, everyone can receive payment, everyone can make deposit, they can make bills. So that is the basic yenye kila mtu anafaa elewe. But the other ones now, it will come now. Kama wewe ni accountant, are you able to do adjustment? Unajua hii account ni gani na gani? All that.
Okay.
That tukianza hii class itakuwa unaniuliza maswali, mbona hii unaweka hiyo side nyingine? So make sure yako ya account.
Sawa.
To claim kwa shule tuseme watu walipie class ya accounts, tufunze zote. Ama tuseme urudishiwe fee. Uko unasoma either university ama CPA, tuta claim your fee.
Ko sawa.
So I will love now another thing is ukifanya kwa kampuni utapata kuna income account, kuna expenses account, kuna drawings account, all that accounts, chart of account. So in Quickbook we call it chart of account. So you must create all of them. So chart of account tunatumia kwa list. So if you go to the list, then you will find the chart of account. These are the chart of account. You can see we have the main one, account payable, tax account, which we identify it using tax account. We can use the VAT, so we can rename it and say VAT account. So that is the name in it. And then we have the members drawing, members equity share capital. So there are so many other accounts, but now you have to create on your own. So pata ile to create the company tulieka other or none. That's why hatujapata a lot of chart of accounts here. So we click any nature of the company there, kama manufacturing, ungepata a lot of charts of accounts hapa. So if you want to create any new chart of account, just click the list. Itakuletea this display, and then hapo chini kuna account. You just click new, then you set up your account. So hizo zote tutaifanya. I just wanted you understand hii naipata wapi, hii itapatikana wapi. So assuming you are doing a business of selling a product or even the service, then you must have the list of service. You are offering accounting and bookkeeping, you must have the list of service. Ukiwa unafanya manufacturing, you must have the product you unauza and also the raw material when you unatengeneza product. So zote you use at list. So if you go to list, item list, you will get that here. So you can be able to put all those products here. So tutaifanya now one way training
weeks kama niko na ile ya nini itax.
Yeah, itax.
Yeah.
Yes.
But alisema pia inaweza enda for 5 days.
Yes.
Inaweza enda for 5 days.
Yes, that's why I'm trying to cover everything. Sijafanya invoice peke yake nikaacha hapo. So you can see I'm trying to cover everything so that at the end of this first process, you will have covered everything. So it's now upon you. I give you a trial. I give you an invoice. You do all that so that you can see if you are able to do it.
Okay.
And then if you don't have a software, make sure that me, I sell the software, so I will not give you this one for free, because if I give you this one for free, you will get client, you will have to do bookkeeping, you get benefit from that. And when you will be accounting your records, you will take that software as part of your assets. So there is no way you will record a software as your asset and you didn't incur any cost of acquiring.
Yeah, true.
Yes. Where will you capitalize it? So you must incur something. So if you need a software, because you are a student, you can get it at 1,000 shillings.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay, thank you. So have a good night. We'll meet tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Okay. Promise. Huh? But there is a mixed blood. So
ulimuuliza ukicreate invoice which accounts are affected. Ulimuuliza hivyo?
nikiambia mtu amekuletea invoice, so what you do?
Mtu amekuletea. Ulimuuliza account.
Sasa unapata pia boost.
Income.
Sasa unajua yeye ana mix invoice. Unajua anapiganga tu invoice ya supply. So hii kichwa tu iko kwa supply. Mimi ukikuja interview yangu wewe utajitoa tu peke yako. Not Ash. Unaona? Like you see, I will ask you in your field. Wewe umesema ama niko na masters, niko na nini na nini, unaona?
Unapenda kujigamba. Let's go. Let's go. Keep talking.
Inakupea tu, unaona mimi nikikuja interview, I don't want to ask you questions yenye unapata nikikuwekea marks na niingie is a personal level. But what is your weakness, what is your strength? Unaona? That one will not help me. What is your level of integrity? Even if you tell me 100%, I will not know. Kama ni 100%. Mimi na ratingi. Mimi naambia wengine 9/10. So wakaniambia, so it means you can, tukipea pesa unaweza iba 10%.
The level of integrity. When integrity is it the same as honest?
Integrity is not observed.
So when you ask